Hey guys, it's Lorcander, and with Spirit of Twilight, I'm going to show you how to make a very simple design ring out of 8mm beads. And I have a lapis lazuli here, I have a sodalite on the opposite side, a blue dyed howlite, and also a kiwi stone. Now I bought these at Michael's, and I wanted to show you how to make these because if you see my previous video, I actually made this woven ring with a clear aura. Of course, it doesn't have a hole in it, but these stones, you can see people making these and selling these at craft fairs and other venues. So I'm going to take my Parawire anti-tarnish titanium wire. I'm going to pull maybe 1.5 to 2 feet. Yeah, I'm going to cut that off. And I'm gonna use, let's go with the howlite. Put the howlite on there. We're gonna kind of gauge where the center of your wire is, and that's where you're gonna set your bead. There we go. Then you're gonna take your mandrel, and I have a flat mandrel which has kind of gauges on it, but it's flat, so you can make sure that all of your rings lay flat when you're making them. So I'm going to make a size 10. I'm going to wrap this around a couple times, nice and tight. And do the same with the other side. You want to pull it tight from both sides, much as possible. We're going to take these and pull them back up towards the top. Now, you can make a weave if you want to, a very simple weave, and do the same thing. Excuse me, but it takes a lot of trial and error effort, if you would, in order to do this. So, what I'm going to do is take my first wire and wrap it around the bead. And I'm going to do the same with the second wire, but I'm going to have the two wires meet at the halfway point. I'm just going to wrap this around like so. Okay. Then I'm going to take my first wire, take the ring off the mandrel. This first wire, and I'm going to tuck it down underneath the ring. And at this point, you want to be kind of careful because you don't want to lose the shape of your ring itself. I'm going to wrap this around twice, like so. And then, since this side is completed, I'm just going to tuck it. And make sure that it lays flat. Keep your wire straight. So, in order to keep the shape, I want to put the ring back on. And this is going to kind of auto-adjust it, if you would. All the wires, and tighten them up a bit. Okay, so there's my size 10. Now you want to pull this off again. And then take your second wire and do the same. Hold it in place. This one I need to cut a little short, it's a bit long. I just want to bend this one around, just like you did with the first one. Sure you tuck it in tight. And make sure it's still sized to a 10. There we go. And there's our ring. So it's really, really simple to make these rings. Titanium's very neutral. It's not too bright. Do the kiwi stone again. There we go. Okay. Size 10. I'm gonna route this one a little differently. Have that wrapped around. We're gonna pull this through again. Keeping the shape of your band. Get back on there quick. Okay. Now what I do with my rings when I'm done with them is I will put, here we go, I will put a little bit of glue, quick drying glue or rubber cement on the underside. That way, in case there's any wires sticking out, the rubber will cover it and nobody will get scratched. So that's one thing that you can do also. So that's ring number 2. Ring number 3. Here we go. Oops, that's silver. But these can be easily done. Again, craft fairs and metaphysical fairs, see a lot of people selling this stuff for like $5, $7. And 10 to 9 seem to sell the most for me. And for some people, while I'm sitting there waiting for people to come over and look at my stuff, I'll just make pendants and rings and so on and so forth. There we go. Now another way you could do this is you can clamp it on the bottom if you want to make more of a kind of like an open design, if you would. So if I take the stone like this and I can go ahead and put enclosure on the bottom. Like this. But I like to keep mine on top. Because when you keep them on top, you can create a design on the top by the stone. So let's do that. And if you want to make this thicker, you can. Just keep wrapping around till you get the desired thickness of the band. Okay. And wrap this one around like that. And we'll take this one and do the same. Go underneath. So it creates like a setting. Let me do it this way. Okay. I'm just gonna cut that. I know I shouldn't have. And pull that through. Bring your wires together. Lay them as flat as you can. Like so. Cut this piece off. And wrap it underneath. Now I want to keep this flat, so I'm holding it with my protective wire straightener. And number 9, that's good. I'll do the same thing with this one. This one I'm going to start underneath because this one's laying on top. There we go. Make sure they're all as flat as possible. And cut this one off. There we go. So that would be a size 9. Very simple ring. Nothing too hard to make it. It's just very, very simple. Make sure all of the wires are tucked the way they're supposed to be. There we go. Okay, so that's another type of weave that you can do. And the final one is really, really, really simple. This only requires a tiny bit of water, maybe 6 inches at the most. The star lapis. You can center it. Pick the size that you want. I'm going to cross these over. And wrap. Same to this side. But you want to make sure, whoops, I lost my ring size. There we go. Okay, so that is the third type of wrap that you can do. You either cut them off. This through also. So, okay, there's our other ring that we made. Pull this up a little bit. It looks like it has a little bit of a setting. Check your size again, which is supposed to be a 9, and it is. And again, just add a little bit of rubber cement or quick drying rubber cement underneath the ring itself, so you have a proof way of not getting people scratched, nicked, or cut. Okay, so here's all 4 rings that I made, and it's been under 30 minutes. Very simple wire wrap rings you can make. Again, these beads are from Michaels. The wire I did purchase online, which is Parawire. They're located in New Jersey. But you can also use the anti-tarnish wire that you find at Michaels as well, or Joann's, or wherever you buy your beads. But that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Take care. Bye.